coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn.
It's Lydia's Lunch Bunch.
LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Sarah. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com. And remember, the party starts at Ruper's.
And we have the pleasure of being joined in studio by the festival coordinator for the Moxie Festival, Kate Madore. How are you?
Hello, I am wonderful.
Excellent. Thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
You brought all kinds of stuff.
She did.
I like to travel heavy, not light.
I like to carry as much stuff as I can.
It's representative of my emotional baggage, but here we are.
Our studio is full of Moxie swag.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We're going to talk to Kate all about the festival and a whole lot more coming up here in just a bit. But before we do, let's take a look at some headlines for Wednesday, July 9th.
What day is it?
Wednesday.
There it is. The Sun-Journal reports that the Colisée in Lewiston is under new management. Milltown Sports and Entertainment is committed to revitalizing the arena and elevating it as a premier hub for sports and entertainment, including concerts, boxing, community events, and, of course, hockey. The building is still for sale with an asking price of $6.2 million.
And with the new management, the United States Premier Hockey League announced the addition of a Lewiston Maniacs team in the Tier 2 National Collegiate Development Conference. The Maniacs will play their home games at the Colisée while resurrecting the name of the former Quebec Major Junior Hockey League team that played there from 2003 through 2011. There has been no official word on the future of the Maine Nordiques.
Maine's increased tobacco tax begins in January. The state will have the 7th highest tobacco tax in the country, with an increase from $2 to $3.50 per pack of cigarettes. All tobacco products, including vapes, chewing tobacco, and nicotine pouches, will see a similar increase. The Press-Herald reports that a pack-a-day smoker will pay about $548 more per year in tobacco taxes.
And after 30 years of service, Lieutenant John Roy retired from the Auburn Fire Department. AFD staff said goodbye to Roy in a ceremony yesterday. They said he is well known for his skills and the experience he gained during his time with Life Flight of Maine as a critical care paramedic, and the knowledge he's passed on to staff over the years.
Want to talk about the weather?
I sure do.
Okay. Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love. Yeah. Okay, Kate liked it.
Oh, yeah, we've got ukuleles coming this year to the Moxie Festival,
Oh,
so that was
fun.
spot on.
I love the uke.
Yes.
Well, the weather is all right. I mean, it's cloudy, but it's nice. Today with a high of 77 and a low of 65. Early morning showers give way to cloudy skies tomorrow, and we'll have a high of 73 and a low of 63, and cloudy on Friday with highs in the 70s.
And in sports, Brian Bayo pitched a 10-strikeout complete game, and Trevor Story homered and drove in 4 runs to lead the Red Sox over the Rockies 10-2. The Sox have won 5 straight and will face Colorado again tonight at 7 at Fenway Park with Lucas Giolito on the bump. That's your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is
Sweeping!
the Twin Cities. It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for July the 9th, shall we?
All right.
Alrighty then. We're going to start off with actor Fred Savage, who is 49 years old today.
Wow.
You might remember him as
I don't even know if he had a name.
Kevin Arnold.
Oh, I thought you were suggesting my second favorite movie, The Princess Bride.
Oh,
He
gotcha.
was the grandson.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. So he was Kevin Arnold on The Wonder Years from 1988 to 93. And then
he was the grandson in The Princess Bride.
great kid. He also did a cameo in Seinfeld when they had that famous stretch where they were in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Do you remember also he was in Austin Powers? He was
Don't.
he had the mole, and Austin just kept saying moly, 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 moly.
Oh.
That was Fred Savage.
You remember that, Kate?
No.
Okay.
I don't like to think about moles.
Mole is a really big mole. Moly.
Musician Jack White is 50 years old today. Milestone birthday for Jack. He's the lead guitarist and lead singer for the rock duo The White Stripes and will be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year.
Big year for that guy.
Yeah, 2025 inductee. Look at that.
Nice.
Actor Pamela Adlon, 59 years old today. She voices Bobby Hill in King of the Hill.
There it is.
Yeah, she's done a lot of other stuff too. A lot of movies, a lot of voice work too.
I love Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby's great.
There's an episode that our family quotes quite frequently where Bobby is being harassed, so he takes like a self-defense class and he just starts screaming, "That's my purse! I don't know you!" So we yell that at our house all the time when someone's bothering.
Brilliant.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Wow.
Love it.
There's a soundbite.
Oh, good. It's a new one for you.
Singer Courtney Love is 61 years old today. She was married to Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain back in the day, and she fronted the rock band Hole, which she formed in 1989.
Yeah, she and Kurt Cobain have a daughter, right? Beatrice? Maybe?
Frances Bean.
Frances. There it is. Frances
pull,
Bean.
Kate.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
Kate,
Right.
bringing it up.
Singer Jim Kerr of Simple Minds, 66 years old today. Their big hit, Don't You Forget About Me, featured in The Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see, Kelly McGillis, 68 years old today.
Wasn't she in that movie with what's his name?
She was
Absolutely.
in 1986. I believe it was called Top Gun.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, her and some other guy.
I love that you knew what I was in that movie with what's his name,
that's the
and
one.
he still knew exactly what I was
Right
talking
here with
about.
you.
That's how we know that we are connected.
Sarah and I have been doing mornings for a long time.
Brain meld.
Sarah, you can take this next one.
Oh my God, he should be the headliner, but I'll do.
All right,
it.
let's save him for last.
All right, okay.
Actor Jimmy Smits is 70 years old today. You might know him from L.A. Law, right, and NYPD Blue, and
He's done a lot of cop shows.
he
Huh?
has, yeah. He's got that cop look about him.
He does. Yeah.
Author Dean Koontz, 80 years old today.
Wow, the
He's-
horror.
Yeah, specializes in suspense thrillers and horror and fantasy and science fiction
Scary.
and all that.
Yeah, he's good.
And headlining.
Headlining
FBBs.
Oh, America's Dad, Tom Hanks is 69 today.
No way. It can't be true.
I know. Do you love him?
I love him.
I absolutely love him. He's like, how much do you love him?
I feel like if it's a competition, you are saying that you are the winner.
I literally can't watch movies that he's in because I cry. That's
every movie.
That's how much I love him. It is ridiculous. Like, it's a weird reaction to
Does
a
he
person.
know about this?
Probably not. And if
Even
he
did you cry during Bosom Buddies? That sitcom?
I haven't watched that since I've fallen in love with him, but
All right.
like legitimately, like it could be a comedy and I'd be like, oh my God, I love him so much. And I will just start crying. Like, I love Tom Hanks.
And I advise her to pump the brakes a little bit on that because, you
yeah.
know, as we know with celebrities,
Right.
details
Sure.
can come out.
Yes.
Sure, details can come out. I
she
thought you
did-
meant that she was going to like show up outside his house.
No. I would
No.
never do that.
Okay. Oh,
But
No.
she did
I
refer
would
to
just-
him.
I would just be crying.
that would also be scary.
She did refer to him as America's dad, and we all know what happened to the former
America's Dad. Yeah. So many great movies from my childhood. Splash, Joe versus the Volcano,
Yeah,
The Burbs. Do you remember The Burbs?
I do.
Oh my God. Did you see that?
Bachelor Party.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
So good. And then like my teen years, Sleepless in Seattle, and You've Got Mail.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then Castaway.
Formative. Absolutely formative.
Oh, he's so good. And what's the one where he's stuck in the airport?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
It's not Catch Me If You Can, is it?
Oh, he is in that
gosh.
one. But no, there's one where he's like literally stuck in the airport and he can't leave.
Oh,
Yeah, lots of escalator riding up.
Yeah, with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yes.
And of course, then through my son's childhood, Toy Stories, all the Toy Story movies where I just can't.
the movie is The Terminal.
Thank you.
were
Yeah, that's helpful. Thank you.
Well done.
That would I've
Okay,
thought of
time
that.
for a rewatch.
Anyway, happy birthday, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, happy birthday, Tom
I don't know of
Hanks.
anybody who doesn't like Tom Hanks. One time Mark got confused and thought that I loved Tom Cruise, which is absolutely not true
Ridiculous,
because
no.
I hate him. And which is why when I said that movie with what's his name, he knew exactly what I was talking about.
Because you can only call him what's his name. You
can't
can't
say
even deign to say the other Tom.
Say the name.
Don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do the OTDs.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah.
It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day.
So good.
A little emo there, huh?
That's Mark's style.
Okay.
Yeah.
Emo.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I thought it was like
little
80s
rockin'.
hair metal.
Yeah.
No? All
Hey,
right.
no shame. I was at the Avril concert in Bangor at the end of May.
I have no shame.
Okay.
It's totally fine.
Noted.
So it's fine.
80s metal is what I was going for. So,
I'll just listen again. I'm sure it will all become clear.
okay, here we go. It happened on this day.
Take it in.
It happened on this day. It happened on this day.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. There it is.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Big hair.
We are in a
Big hair. I want to read this baseball one for you, but there's so many names I can't pronounce. But 14 years ago in 2011, Derek Jeter became the 28th player in Major League Baseball history to join the 3,000 hit club. And since then, there's been several other people.
True. Want me to take it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alex Rodriguez, Ichiro Suzuki, Adrian Beltre, Albert Pujols, and Miguel Cabrera.
See, now Mark watches baseball, so he recognizes all of those
I
names.
knew all those guys.
I don't watch a lot of baseball, so I was like, I don't know how to say some of those.
I could never be a Jeter fan ever, but
Really?
okay, yeah.
Why is that?
What do you mean, why is that?
He's a Yankee.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
okay.
That's all it takes.
All right. No, fair enough. She's like, what are you talking about? Weirdo.
It's a good thing you two are on opposite ends of the table.
I don't know. I basically just watch the Sea Dogs, and that's about it. I love this one because 15 years ago in 2010, another person who I just idolize and think is amazing is in this movie. Despicable Me was released.
And of
You guys-
course, you're talking about Russell Brand.
He's pretty great in that. No, Steve Carell. Another America's Dad, right?
I love the Despicable Me franchise,
Yeah.
but I don't think they will ever top the second movie with El Macho.
Oh, you love
Familiar
that?
with that one?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. Kristen Wiig's in that one.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's actually in both of them. She has a little cameo in the first one as the woman who runs the orphanage that the girls are in.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's her
Okay,
voice
yes.
too. Yeah, yeah. 22 years ago, if you can believe it, in 2003, the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie was released, The Curse of the Black Pearl. That's a good movie. Huh?
I think it's the best of
Yeah.
the franchise.
I
And
agree.
22 years ago?
Yeah.
I saw that in theaters 11 times. I spent all my money watching that.
Yeah.
It's such a great movie.
Yeah, we watched it so many times. My son was born in 2004, and it's one of his favorite movies, like even though it is from before his time, technically, I
Ouch.
guess, before his
Ouch.
time. But it's like his safety movie where you just put it on and you're like, everything is fine, the world is okay. His is the Curse of
Yeah.
the Black Pearl.
Mine's The Exorcist.
Yeah, of course it is.
How's that working out for you?
It's great.
Yeah. 23 years ago in 2002, George W. Bush awarded Nelson Mandela the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
28 years ago in 1997, Mike Tyson was banned from the boxing ring and fined $3 million for biting Evander Holyfield's ear. Nah.
But hard to believe you could get banned from boxing for taking a chunk out of another human with your teeth.
Don't love that.
Stranger than fiction.
I think that's minimal, right? Yeah. I don't know.
30 years ago in 1995, the Grateful Dead played their last show with Jerry Garcia. He died of a heart attack about a month later.
And then became a famous ice cream.
Yeah, which happens to be my favorite ice cream.
Right?
That's great.
I knew that. I also know what you're going to say about this next one.
You do?
I do.
How do you know?
42 years ago, in 1983, Every Breath You Take by The Police hit #1, the ultimate stalker song.
Yeah, it
creepy.
is.
Right?
Let's talk about
And it stayed at
stalking.
#1 for 9 weeks.
9 weeks. I have a whole joke about that. How about this one? 230 years ago, in 1795, one James Swan personally paid off the entire national debt of $2,024,899 that the U.S. owed to France. Was that for the Statue of Liberty?
I thought that was a gift.
And it was a gift.
Wasn't it a gift?
It was a gift. France helped us during the Revolutionary War. They
Was I
sent guns
lied
and
to?
ships.
I thought it was a gift.
It was a gift. But that's pretty amazing that one person can pay off the entire national debt. And it was a lot of money back then. It's a lot of money now.
It still sounds like a lot of money.
It's a lot of money now, but back like 1795, how much money is that in $1795?
Billions?
Billions, right?
Easily.
I would think. I'm not that person.
I don't math.
I do not, especially on the spot.
Stop it with the math. Those are your FPBs and OTDs for July the 9th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the L.A. area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Now we shift focus fully to our guest in studio, festival coordinator for the Moxie Festival, Kate Madore. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
2 days, 9 hours, 31 minutes, and 40 seconds.
Are you on our website?
Where are you
I am.
seeing that?
Yes. That's all.
We have a countdown going.
I'm at moxiefestival.com. What can you tell us about the Moxie Festival? What's a little bit of history? What's it all about?
Oh, a little bit of history of the Moxie Festival. Okay, so fun fact is that Moxie was not created in Lisbon.
Oh.
We do have a great history of big Moxie fans in town, starting at the Kennebec Fruit Company, which is on the corner of Main and Canal Street in Lisbon Falls, is now Frank's Restaurant and Pub.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with that one?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
there we go. We got a foothold. All right, that is where the festival actually began when Frank Anicetti, whose family owned the company for many, many years, and he was a Moxie memorabilia collector, invited a man named Frank Porter to come to a book signing about his book called The Moxie Mystique. And that was...
What's the Moxie Mystique?
The Moxie Mystique is, well, I can't tell you. You have to read the book.
My guess is it's the ingredients in Moxie.
Oh, yeah.
It is so much more than that, but that's a great start.
All right.
It's a great
Yeah.
start.
It has a taste all its own.
It really does. It's kind of indefinable, and I think that is one of its attractive qualities, is that you have to experience it, and you bring your own self and your own experience and your own history to that taste, and that's why nobody can really have a consensus on what it tastes like. But anyway, that is how the festival began, with this book signing, and Frank said he sent out like 13 postcards, and 500 people showed up because they were so excited about Moxie, and that may be legend and lore, we're not sure, but it then segued into the next July. They decided to transition what was Frontier Days in Lisbon to a celebration of Moxie and all that makes Maine unique and wonderful, and it has just grown since then.
So, am I correct in thinking that Moxie was originally designed as a medicine?
Yes, a nerve tonic.
A nerve tonic.
It will cure everything that ails you.
Wow.
Does it?
Absolutely.
Scientifically?
Anecdotally, yes.
Yes.
All right. So the Moxie Festival itself seems to get bigger and better every year.
It sure does.
What's happening this year?
This year we have a super fun theme. So every year there's kind of a theme that ties everything together with our merchandise and just the way in which we celebrate. Last year was the 40th Moxie Festival. And then this year we're going with a luau theme. We're Hang Loose, Drink Moxie. So for 3 days we're getting our surf on, celebrating, drinking Moxie. It's going to be pretty wild. We're going to have some surfboard props. We're going to have Moxie props all around for photo opportunities. We've got a Hawaiian hula instruction and dance.
Ooh.
We've got a steel drum band, ukuleles, and
Oh, that's why.
more
the
and more and more.
ukuleles.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
the
why I was
theme.
excited to
Yeah,
see your
yeah,
ukulele and hear it. Yes.
Yeah.
But that is really just the tip of the iceberg. There's a million things going on over the 3 days.
Right.
Yeah.
And how much fun is that for you?
How much fun is not expressible. I will probably not sleep much between now and Monday, and I wouldn't change a minute of it.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Actually, I'm really grateful to be behind the scenes and see everything that goes into it. And like, there's really nothing like I say getting up at 3 a.m, but you went to bed at 2, you know.
So
and just
taking a
setting
nap.
up. But yeah, I do. I live my life on those naps. I love them. To see the joy that brings people and bring the community together, and it's not, Moxie's not political at all. It's not anything like, it's just pure joy. It's pure fun, and it surprises people, makes people laugh, and planning this whole event has always felt for me kind of like planning a big Christmas for my kids. Like, you just want to offer delight and a day to remember and a chance for families to celebrate.
Yeah. Nice.
How did you get involved into this festival, Kate?
Well, in 2018 and 19, I joined the committee just looking to volunteer a little and maybe do like a little with developing some social media for the festival. There wasn't like an Instagram account at the time, and I was like, oh, I could probably help with that. But I was just like the biggest Moxie Festival fan and biggest fan of Lisbon. I love Lisbon. I love Lisbon Falls. And I just love the community that created this festival. So the coordinator from 2019 decided to move on to do some other things, and there was a vacancy for coordinator position, and we didn't fill it, so it kind of fell to our department, and we started just doing it out of our department. So I'm just one representative of our Lisbon Parks and Recreation Department that takes care of this festival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Love it. On Saturday, there is a Moxie chugging contest.
Oh, there is. It's
So
going to be the biggest ever.
I always have felt like I've been a Moxie fan since I was a teenager, and I've always felt that Moxie was extra carbonated. So a chugging contest seems like
That's so funny because I like it because I feel like it's less carbonated because I don't love carbonation. So this is what I'm saying, the Moxie mystique.
the Moxie mystique. How we all perceive it a little bit differently.
Nobody knows what's going on with
What's going on
Moxie.
in there?
Maybe every can is different. We don't know.
That is
We
mysterious.
just don't know. Do you remember the first time you tried Moxie?
Yes.
Did you like it?
No.
It's acquired.
It is.
No, I was a kid, and we've all heard, I'm sure, that there's a theory that the recipe has changed when it got taken over by Coca-Cola. And there's a whole subculture of what is the proper recipe, and then there's still 2 bottling companies that do it with an older recipe using cane sugar. So you have Moxie purists that prefer that taste.
How do you find those?
Well, I brought you guys one.
Can we do a comparative?
Well, that's why I brought the other one.
Yeah. I'm going to be so sugar high today.
I brought something as well.
Oh, Mark brought something to the table. That's right. We're going to do a lot of tasting today.
From Ambition Brewing, we have a Moxie Porter.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So,
It is 5.5% ABV.
ooh, did you know that was happening today?
I didn't.
You-
I didn't because you told me to be here before 7 a.m., so it wasn't kind of on the...
No, drinking wasn't on your radar?
I
Weird.
didn't know. We hadn't met yet, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Now it makes sense,
Okay, now
though,
I
right?
Got it. Yep.
We want to thank Lydia Media marketing specialist Steve
Yeah.
Samard for donating this
Yeah.
to us because he has sampled it and he said we should as well
I'm
because
excited.
he really enjoyed it.
He enjoyed it. Okay,
Yeah.
so he did weigh in already.
He did.
Okay.
Yep. Do we want to crack this open?
Yeah, should we do non-alcoholic and do a comparative with a
Okay.
clean palate?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to do it? Okay. All right. Here's our cups. I like your hat too.
Thank you.
We'll take a photo with Kate wearing her hat, but she's brought a handmade Moxie hat. All right, so this is which version of Moxie?
This is what is considered the newer recipe.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
I don't think I've drank Moxie in decades.
Oh, that's really good.
See, that tastes like I remember it tasting. You're right, it doesn't feel as carbonated though.
Maybe I've just influenced you. Powerful.
Maybe, I know. It's got a real birch beer, root beer
It does.
thing going on.
That gentian root. It's very herbal.
Ooh, did you hear that? Ooh, that was the bottle of Moxie
Yes,
coming open.
This is the original elixir recipe from Orca Beverage,
Okay.
and it uses pure cane sugar.
It's breathing.
It is. It's a little steamy in here from this bottle.
So this is the cane sugar.
This is the cane sugar.
Okay, here we go.
Yep.
That one to me is a little smoother.
Yeah. I like that one a
I
little
prefer
better.
it. It's a good mixer.
It is.
Yep, I like that one.
Maybe right there. How about carbonation wise? Does it feel similarly carbonated?
No. Less in this one, I think.
It's almost like the bubbles are smaller.
I was just about to say that.
Is
It's
that
absolutely- No,
possible?
it is possible. It is, and that's I think why I like one of the reasons I like Moxie so much. I don't like a big bubble.
Yeah, it's like the bubbles are littler. That's
They're
so
pebbly.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Just hit the
I
tongue.
do love Moxie.
And I got to say, this is not as bad as I remember it.
Oh.
I was never a fan of Moxie. And that's why I think I drank it as a kid and didn't like it and just never went back to
I
it.
never went
So
back.
this is your first taste since you were a child.
Oh, wow.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Or teen, yeah.
I like it when it's icy, icy cold.
Yes, it definitely. If we thought ahead, I could have brought some ice.
Chill it in. You know,
This is more like it's going to be for the chugging contest. So this is more.
is it easier to chug at a more roomy temperature? She's holding back a burp as she's saying.
No, I am holding back my answer of it is absolutely not easier to chug, I think, at a room temperature,
Okay.
which is actually not room temperature. It's on a 90-degree stage in the middle
Oh,
of
so
July, summer.
Warm. More Moxie.
Yeah, it's warm.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things, not to segue quickly, but one of my favorite things is at Frank's restaurant. They make a Moxie float.
Oh, it's so delicious.
It's delicious with like that ice creamy Moxie mix.
Goes together so well. And a couple places in town also do a Moxie ice cream. A lot of people, even in their kitchen, will reduce, especially this cane syrup Moxie, to a syrup.
Like syrup.
Yes.
Yum, yum, yum. Are there other Moxie themed foods at the Moxie Festival?
My goodness, I'm so glad you asked. We have a Moxie recipe contest.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, for real. No, it's amazing. Anything you can think of can be turned to Moxie flavor. And we are moving locations this year. It's going to be also days. We're moving it from Friday, and it's going to be on Sunday
Okay.
at 11 o'clock at Olive Pit Brewing Company in Lisbon.
Oh, fun.
They also have a Moxie Porter you should check out.
Okay.
So we've got several categories, and you just need to include Moxie in your recipe. There's also crowd tastings. You can try samples of everything and cast your vote on the fan favorite.
How much Moxie do you have to use?
I don't think we have it's a good faith effort.
Okay.
That you didn't just put a splash in. The judges are going to
wanna
want to
taste
taste the Moxie.
Yeah.
I don't
want
think
the
you're going
Moxie to come through.
Probably not going to place if it just tastes like chicken.
I feel like I could do a really, really good Moxie buttercream frosting.
That's a fantastic
Do
idea.
like a whoopie pie with the Moxie buttercream.
So you can submit your entry on the Moxie Festival website.
Do it, Sarah.
Like do like a gingerbread outside cookie and then like a Moxie buttercream frosting.
Did you just think of this on the spot right
did,
now? That's
yeah.
incredible. You really are a Moxie fan.
I do love Moxie, but I'm also a big kitchen freak. So yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
All right.
Competition is up. There is a one of our winners from last year is a 8th grader, rising freshman, and he puts up some stiff competition.
What did he make?
He's made several things, and he's got some recipes in the works for this year. So if you bring those whoopie pies, just make sure you taste test because he's going to bring it this year.
Wow.
Okay. I might have to. I don't have much time.
No, you got to get on it.
I might.
And there is also a whoopie pie eating contest.
Oh, stop.
You have to be a child though.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
Oh man.
can't let the
I
kids.
am.
You can enter in the 13 to 16-year-old category.
Okay, great.
All right.
I don't think
can't
they'll
have the
buy it, but okay.
We're not checking IDs.
Okay, good. Should we do the porter and then talk
yeah.
about some more events?
Let's try the porter.
All right. Now we're coming for the hard stuff. Oh yeah.
We're big on ASMR.
We want to hear it.
I can see why.
My first Moxie was probably like 14 or 15, and a boy that I had a crush on was like, I love Moxie. And I tried it, and I was like,
Was it Tom Hanks?
no. His name was Chris Dow. And I remember not liking it and being like, I love Moxie too. Because I had a crush on him, and I wanted him to like me.
So you inadvertently stumbled on the secret that you have to taste it at least 3 times.
You have to keep trying it. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to keep trying it. What's this?
That's for you. Oh, did you get some already?
I
Oh,
have.
gotcha. Okay.
Thank you, though. Appreciate you.
All righty. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Here we go. Moxie Porter. Down the hatch.
Oh my gosh, that's delicious.
Fantastic.
It's really good. Really good.
I like a good porter anyway, but that's got a nice little back flavor to
Yes,
it.
I think the herbal quality of Moxie, like when it hits with the right match, it really enhances everything good about it.
Love it.
Ambition's right up there in Wilton. I've done comedy shows there. I've never tried their Moxie Porter, but I bet it's really good on tap too, because I bet you get that bit of little bubbles.
yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
The Moxie Festival boasts the longest parade in the state of Maine.
Heck yes.
Heck yes.
What are we going to see in that parade?
So one thing that we still do that I really love is with this theme, there is a contest for floats. So people get so creative with how they take this theme, hang loose, drink Moxie. I don't know what they're coming up with, but I know that on that morning we are going to absolutely have our socks knocked off by some of the ideas that they come up with. Last year We had a Mad About Moxie theme for our 40th anniversary, and one float had like a crazy mad scientist doing like operating on a patient on an operating table, like fueled by Moxie. Like people come up with these amazing ideas. So we're going to have floats. We have a 77-piece marching band from Wisconsin that's making the trip all the way out here to.
Stop.
Oh no, they are committed to the Moxie Festival, and they're so committed that they're going to like sleep on a gym floor to be here.
Wow.
On Saturday morning because it's more than a one-day journey. So,
Oh my goodness.
like, when was the last time you went to a parade and there was this huge marching band?
70, how many?
77.
That's a big old marching
It
band.
sure is.
You're going to hear that from Topsum.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Love it.
I don't have a whole lot going on this weekend, so I'm pretty excited about going to see the Moxie
There you
thing.
go. Go
Give me a
check it out.
call.
It sounds like fun. You have a car show too, right?
We have car show on Sunday morning at Beaver Park, and that's a fundraiser for our Sunshine Hill Seniors program at the Lisbon Rec Department that keeps our seniors active and healthy all year long, going on trips, meals, community. So that car show regularly brings in like 300 cars or more. We've got a ton of prize categories and also have food trucks there and vendors.
Yeah. This is possibly the most wholesome all-American festival I've ever heard of. Like,
It really is. It really is.
Pretty awesome.
the fact that you have all this going
I
on
love
and
it
that
so much.
it benefits your community too on top of everything else. That's
Absolutely.
really impressive.
Everything comes back to our awesome community. I don't know if this festival could exist anywhere else.
Yeah. I love it.
You got the 5K happening on Saturday morning.
29th year for the Moxie 5K.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's tried to convince me to run that on Saturday morning.
We'll sign you up. Let's do it. I
And
can
a
do it
lot
now.
of lot of live music too.
Oh my gosh, the music. I can't believe we didn't talk about the music yet. The festival has kind of slowly added this music festival component to it over the last few years because there's nothing better than a summer night in Maine with a can of cold Moxie listening to incredible bands for free. So this year we have a couple really big headlining bands. They're both nationally acclaimed tribute bands. We've got another Tequila Sunrise, which is an Eagles tribute band, coming Friday night. And Changes in Latitudes to go with our Hawaiian theme.
Nice.
Jimmy Buffett on Saturday night. We have Running Down a Dream. You must know those guys. Tom Petty band over here.
Yeah.
And we've got Smith Collaboration on Saturday.
Oh, they're so
good.
Yeah.
And these are concerts that are free to the public. We're going to have food trucks available. All you have to do is bring a chair or blanket.
Nice.
Lisbon High School, Tusug Drive. Sunday, we also have a Lisbon Topsum based band called Glory Days. They're really up and coming and hitting the local music scene.
Neat.
And
There is a Hawaiian hula demonstration
Yes.
as well.
Right.
yes,
Let's
absolutely.
knock this out of the park. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They're gonna hop on stage and show us all how to do it, and they're gonna come down and actually dance with everybody so that they can like offer some technique and tips. And we're gonna have a like flash mob hula dance.
And you have Tympanic, the steel drum band.
Yes.
That's fun.
Oh my
I've heard
gosh.
them many times. They're
I've
so
been wanting a steel drum band at the Moxie Festival for like 5 years, so my dreams are coming true this year.
and it suits the theme perfectly. Yeah. And you have a book sale going on at the library.
Yes, Friends of the Lisbon Library. It's the best book sale in the area for sure. The truckloads of books that are going to be there, all kinds of different genres, and $10 per bag.
Oh, wow.
I know.
And food trucks.
There are so many food trucks.
Yeah.
We try to get a really broad variety and local businesses first. So you're supporting local businesses and food trucks. Don't forget to travel around Lisbon because although the festival grounds are at the high school, all of our in-town businesses and organizations are having their own specials and their own special music and
Oh, fun.
recipe offerings and all kinds of things.
Yeah. You have a cute little Main Street, too. Right
It's
there.
adorable, yes.
It's again, going back to that little hometown wholesome feel. Like, it's a nice Main
I
Street.
have a friend who said, like, I live in a Hallmark movie, is what she says.
Hopefully one without the murders.
It's a Christmas Hallmark movie.
Okay, good. Well, the mistletoe murders exist, my friend.
Oh my! I maybe didn't watch that one.
I paid an extra $5 for the Hallmark Channel just to watch the mistletoe murder.
But you had to make sure that Tom Cruise was not in it before she paid the extra $5.
Yeah, because I hate him.
Yeah.
It
I don't
sounds
know
like
if-
he'd end up on the Hallmark Channel, though.
Yeah.
Not to slam hit Hallmark Channel at all.
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
Careers can fall pretty quick.
Well, it depends on how many more of those Mission Impossible movies he makes.
It's true. Kate, what do you love about Lisbon and Lisbon Falls?
I love the community. So I grew up in a community that is similar in size to Lisbon, I'd say, and also it's outside of Bangor. A great community, but was very hard for my parents to break into coming from out of state with their family. I was born in Maine, but my brother was born in Massachusetts. So they moved there, and 35 years in, they still weren't part of the community. They still were like from away, outsiders. Like we grew up there, went to school there, played Little League. And
I had that same experience growing up. Yeah.
so Lisbon is not that. Lisbon is so committed to its people and community. It's multi-generational and intergenerational. Like so many people there, you know, their grandparents, great-grandparents lived there, but they still have open arms for people coming into the community, and that has been why I chose to raise my family there. And anytime someone in the community needs something, like, you won't see a better community response, and the festival is a product of that identity and community base that we have.
I'm watching a video of you have a live mural painting.
Yes,
that's going to happen.
It's going to be our third year.
And I got to witness this artist at Art Walk a couple of weeks ago doing something during the middle of Art Walk, and it was just impressive. Like, I kept walking by and coming back and being like, oh my God, now it looks so cool. But this is exciting. Like, what he's doing is going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's to see it come to life over the 3 days is way more like impactful than I realized. The first year he came, I was like, that's cool. I love art. I love seeing somebody create. But the transformation from, you know, just a few sheets of plywood on Friday to like this, like, I think the act of painting is almost like living art at the festival that we get to experience. It's a great photo op. He's so good at chatting with people and explaining what's going on and engagement.
And this must be last year's mural that you have on your website.
Yes, that's last year's. We have another one that's hung at our community center. That one you're looking at right now will be on site for this year's festival, as well as the third Moxie theme mural, which will be being painted on site.
And people in our community probably don't know of the artist, but maybe they do if they've ever gone by. It looks like he's done the Blue Jay on Blue Jay Coffee.
Yeah, the Color Wizard is his business name, so check him out.
Yeah, very cool. So much. There's something for everybody.
Absolutely.
The website is fantastic.
Yeah,
we
really
encourage
is.
everybody to go to moxiefestival.com to find out everything that is going on this weekend. It sounds awesome, it looks awesome, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. All main events are taking place at Lisbon High School. And I want to go back to the chugging contest just for a second, Kate, because
I was hoping you would.
What are the parameters there? What are the rules?
So you have 2 minutes, and in front of you, you have 24 cans of Moxie. And your job is to chug as many of those as you can in 2 minutes.
Okay.
And there is a 5-gallon Home Depot bucket next to you if you can't contain it, but that is grounds for elimination.
It's so like just sitting here drinking a couple of glasses and sips and a beer, I'm holding back burps. I can't imagine trying to chug it.
And I don't know if you saw on our website or social media that we definitely have a battle for the ages this year for the Moxie chugging contest.
I didn't see that.
No.
See that? Okay. Well, we have our reigning champion, Bo Bradstreet, returning. And I can't remember off the top of my head if it's his 13th or 14th year. He's been consecutive reigning champion. And we always love to have Bo. He puts on a great show. He's super committed, Maine family guy, and committed to Moxie. We only see him in Lisbon for the chugging contest on Saturday. He travels from Bridgewater.
Oh, wow.
And he's got a great fan base. So a lot of times I'll post something on the Moxie Festival social media or website, and completely unrelated to it, someone will say, "Go Bo Bradstreet." They'll just comment like, "Go Bo."
They know he's
I was just
coming.
saying, like, you know, parade logistics, but yeah, go Bo. We found out, I think about 6 weeks ago, I got an email that said, "Is it true that Badlands Booker is coming to take the Moxie crown?" And I said, "Who's that?"
Gauntlet thrown.
And this individual who sent me the email sent me a link, and he is a Guinness World Record holding competitive eater drinker. He was just at the Nathan's Hot Dog eating contest last weekend. And I looked, and he did have this 8-minute video where he wanted to try the oldest soda in America. So he's chugging Moxie. And at the end of the video, he throws down the gauntlet and says, I'm coming to the Moxie Festival this July. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Although in the video, he chugs 8 Moxies in under 2 minutes, which was the winning number last year, but is not the all-time record.
Oh, what's the all-time record?
I don't quote me, but I think it's closer to 11 or 12.
Oh, okay.
When you have a really competitive year. So I'm happy to confirm that he has actually registered online, and he's going to be there this weekend to take on our local hero. So what's going to happen? And they're not the only 2 registrants. We could have like a dark horse that nobody knows that just shows up and like takes the crown.
So Bo is
registered. And Badlands. They're both coming.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. There's a photo on your website that shows the chugging competition, and the contestants are chugging out of 2-liter bottles.
Yes, and unfortunately, they stopped production of 2-liter
Oh, gotcha.
bottles.
Okay, I was wondering if there was a reason for the
transition.
change. Gotcha.
Yeah. Cans.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, what? How could they do that to you?
I love how you designate that vomiting is not a strategy.
It is not a strategy.
It's grounds for elimination, as a matter of fact.
It sure is.
You got to hold your Moxie, or you'll be disqualified.
Well, it is the ultimate exhibit of having Moxie is whether you can hold your Moxie. You don't have Moxie if you can't hold it.
I love it.
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
This is going to be so fun. There's also a lobster feed, right?
Yes, that's hosted by the American Legion Post 158 and also co-hosted by the New England Moxie Congress. If you're not familiar with the New England Moxie Congress, you should definitely check out that organization. They're enthusiasts of Moxie history, memorabilia, and the product, Moxie itself.
Neat.
So they come down from Matthews Museum in Union, Maine. I don't know if you're check that out too. Lots of Moxie memorabilia there.
Neat.
Awesome.
So many things.
Yes.
There's something for everybody.
They have all the things.
They have all the
We have
things.
all the things, all the main Moxie things.
Something for everyone.
Just over 2 days away at the time of this recording. And Kate, is there anything else about the festival that you'd like our listeners to know?
That we would love to have you come. There's going to be something, as you said, for everybody, but it's free, it's entertaining, it's a great family time. We have a kids' corner this year, which is something new. We're going to have a petting zoo and giant slide and bounce house and vendors for kids. So bring the whole family. We'd love to see everybody.
Awesome.
Yeah. Sunday's going to be my day.
You had Sarah
Sunday's
at
your day.
Petting Zoo.
I know. I do love a good petting zoo. It's not right.
Next year marks 30 years of Uncle Andy's Digest. What started as a beloved print publication has grown into Lydia Media, a full-service marketing partner helping local businesses thrive. From LA Metro Magazine and the Lydia's Lunch Bunch podcast to social media management, website design, and advertising across all platforms, we've got your marketing needs covered. If you're a business making a difference in our community, let's connect. Lydia Media is here to tell your story and help you grow. Lydia Media, in business, for business. Learn more at lydiamediallc.com.
Kate, we like to close out the show with a segment called 3 Random Questions, where we ask you questions that have nothing to do with anything Moxie. We just want to get to know you a little bit better as a person and member of our community.
Yeah.
All right, Kate, first question is, what's your favorite way to unwind after a busy day?
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, wow.
What? That's how you unwind?
Oh, yeah. How else are you going to take all of your pent-up aggressions and concerns and externalize them without grappling for an hour or so?
There you go.
Yeah.
So you're an ass kicker as well.
Yep.
How'd you get into that?
I've been grappling for about 6 years. I was just kind of looking for, I'm a little bit ADD and I need something that really engages my brain, and I'd been lifting and I did really love it, but it wasn't quite doing it for me mentally. It was just, and so with jiu-jitsu, wrestling, any kind of grappling, martial art like that, you're so engaged and not dying, you can't think about anything else. So you're it's pure action. You're not really having thought, you're just responding, and it becomes like this kind of mental chess game where you're anticipating somebody else's move and then you're planning your move, and then the physical act of, kind of conquering or putting yourself to the test is just a really great mental outlet.
Love it.
That's awesome. Do you compete, or is it just...
I've competed, yeah. Competed about a year ago. Did pretty well. I got second in the women's absolute for state of Maine.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn.
I know.
Sounds like we should invite you back for another podcast.
I'll talk. Yeah, I'll talk about jiu-jitsu all day long.
She does
for
have
sure.
Moxie.
I guess.
Yeah. All right. I've got a question for you.
Okay.
If animals could talk, which one would be the smartest?
Great question.
Thank you.
I think cats.
They'd be the smartest? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why do you think that?
Because our cats rule our home, and I have 5 children, and they know each of them like individually. They respond to them all differently. They're always observing. They can smell and hear something happening like 4 houses down. They know. They're also like in it for themselves. So like if the world's going to end, they're going to take care of themselves, which is probably really smart. They're going to ensure the survival of their species.
They're going to eat the humans.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Eat the humans. Kate, what is a minor inconvenience that drives you crazy?
Not being able to be barefoot all the time.
Oh, do you love barefoot?
I love being barefoot.
I like feeling the ground under my feet too. Yeah.
And it's just like, it's like a constant agitation to me that I'm required
But you have to.
during my day. I mean, that also speaks to like wrestling, grappling, jiu-jitsu.
Sure.
It's a barefoot sport.
You can definitely get more leverage, obviously. If you're
You can. I think I'm more connected to my environment and surroundings. I know it's not for everybody, but yeah, minor inconvenience. Shoes.
Shoes.
Shoes are the worst.
Shoes are the worst.
Kate, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us today. And remember, folks, go to moxiefestival.com for all the info on Moxie Days. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption for sponsoring today's episode. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.
Have a great day. And remember, don't bite your cat.